Kill the cow?
I think so.
Pluck the chickens?
Jackie Hyde. I don't know if I'm live yet. I'm putting in all my descriptions and stuff. I hate that it does this. With my anyone road trip. Next. Done. See, that was mail. Yeah. Enter. Add music. Enter. Now I'm done. Okay. Yes. Save. And here's the nice part. Wireless charging with a holder. Boom.
Yeah. My holder I had stuck up down here, but like the heat and everything started making it fall off. And so I have that in front of my desk. And it's nice. It's like that, but it's like got buns on the side where it's squeezed.
When I went hunting, I had it right up in the dash, but this works. We'll see if this works. It says road trip
It's public, so that's good.
720. I have the comment turned down.
Why did he just book a room?
Oh no, did he really?
So he says, "Is there a bed for you at the hotel you guys have? If not, I can book a room with 2 queens in it. The hotel is about 2 blocks in the plaza." And I said, "We had a room with 2 beds." I said, "He's got his girlfriend. I just reserved a room with 1 bed. They're gonna take that room, and we'll stay in the room with 2 beds."
And what did he say? I just booked a room.
He said, "Oh snap!"
Someone better be able to cancel quick. Might as well cancel and just stick with the plan. I don't know if I'm showing live. I got nobody. Oh, wait, we got somebody.
Yeah, they're slow.
It always takes forever for people to realize we're online.
Our viewers are slow.
We're sitting in front of Carl's Jr. waiting for people to bring our food out.
He's canceling now.
No, whoever was watching disappeared. Well, that lasted a whole long time. He said to wait by the double doors. I don't see any other double
They keep getting
doors.
pressed, I guess, at the ice.
Oh, in Portland?
Yeah.
You can figure out how to do stream walls from the road.
I don't know if you can, because you have to like.
You gotta have somebody else do it on the computer. You gotta do command prompt and all that stuff.
You probably have to do like Restream IO and remote.
Remote control from the Perfect. I appreciate it. You too.
Whoa, Teebs is actually out.
Really?
Yeah.
Portland must be lit then. Alright, so Jackie, I'll have you hand out. Oh, Anthony didn't get any food. So, I'm handing you all the food. I'll ask you for a burger in a minute. Alright, guys, we're hitting the road. We are headed. I'll leave this on for a minute so you guys we can talk and stream, and we'll see if anything pops up here. But yeah, IRL, cruising down the street in my moped.
So you're gonna start calling it moped now.
It's gonna be the
It's gonna become a head.
We call it M&M. Oh, I don't have my GPS on because this is streaming, so we're just gonna wing it. I'll see if I can't keep you guys live until.
I'll put mine on.
Okay. We'll go until signal becomes an issue. That's what I think. Dayways, what's up, good brother?
Dayways.
DEFCON 0 was good. I don't know what all you guys can see. I just got cut off by a Prius. Should I run it over? We are headed to the Trump rally in just south of Reno.
Yes, Reno, not Las Vegas. A lot of people thought it was Las Vegas.
Yeah, I don't know why people be thinking it's Vegas, but it's not.
There, I'm just gonna.
We're headed south, nonetheless.
Those are the hotel because I got it right here, and then figure that out from there.
Yeah, I'll get. Once I get off here, I've got it saved, so I'll pop it back on. So as long as we're headed in the right direction, I pretty much know how to get there by memory, but I like knowing if there's cops. Loudest moped on the planet.
I know.
Get in my blind spot, dude. Andel, you are so happy. Yes, sir. I don't know if you guys can see me. Let me put some light on here. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Not really. Let me try this. No, that's better. Not the best for driving, but you know, we'll survive for now. I-5 south, it's pretty much a straight shot. Hit that cruise control. Well, it's a straight shot until it's not.
Yeah, we got 74 miles before we exit.
Yeah, we got. You guys have us for a little bit here. Let's see. We turned sport mode off here, so it's not super loud. There we go. It's a little quiet.
Laughed, Andel chatter, I'm so sleepy. Day waste, safe travels. Cops are pressing a third time.
We got a pretty good group meeting up down at the rally, guys. And there's gonna be some other faces that you might be familiar with. But you will have to chime in to find out who that's gonna be if you haven't heard already. But yes, we got Andazant. Rolling, we're doing this. You know, there isn't gonna be too many more Trump rallies, even if he's re-elected. There's no reason to do rallies after this election. You know, he's not gonna be, unless he goes for that third term.
Well,
you know.
actually, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go.
So actually, he might have more rallies to going out in support of.
Whoever the new candidate
Yes.
is. Yeah, but it won't be that much. You know, it's like you think about what Obama did, and Obama would pop up a couple times here and there, but he won't be doing this where he's running around doing 3-4 rallies a day type of thing. And especially coming out here to the northwest-ish area, our territories. But yeah. You find what you're looking for back there? You find what you're looking for? I guess here digging. What do you want? You looking for sauce? Oh, okay, you'll find it. Yeah, go for it. Just went to Carl's Jr., got himself some grub, loaded up on snacks and energy drinks. I myself am not. This is going to be a really rough 24 hours for me. I know I'm going to be really tired by the time I hit the sack at some point tomorrow. I don't know when that's going to be, but at some point there will be a sack, and I will be. What was that? I don't even see what it says.
Thank you
Somebody
for
subscribe.
Executive Impact.
Who was it?
Executive Impact.
Executive Impact. Thanks for subscribing.
I threw up a link in your
Discord.
in my Discord.
Oh, nice. Welcome. Glad to have you. There's a guy named Andazant in my chat acting just like you.
Do it.
There's a guy named Andazant.
Oh,
I wonder who that is. What was that? Only rem blows. I probably shouldn't be reading while driving. I'll try to do very little of that. I've got Andazant right here to the side of me. Get ya.
Cody said, "What's up?"
Can you see yourself?
No, I mean,
You should be there.
I
driving down the highway, well, you see a lot more down than you do up.
What is it?
From what I see on the screen, you can see a lot further down. It's a different view. It's interesting. But yeah, it's gonna cut out. It's gonna buffer. We're driving down the highway, doing 70. Like, it's, you know, we're gonna run from antenna to antenna. It's gonna cut out and buffer. You might have to refresh from time to time. But anyways, you know, one of the people who is rolling on this trip now. So, Andale, earlier you guessed 3 people in a row. And then you guessed Andazan afterwards. So I replied to that message of the original 3 and said you were wrong. And I never said anything about the 4th person. So technically you guessed it, but I was replying to a different message.
My wife was out of town all day. I was with the kids all day. She got home about an hour before I got picked up.
Yeah, Andazan did not lie in the chat earlier when he said what he was going to do this evening. He was 100% correct. He did that. You guys were like, oh, it's not Andazan.
Yes, I know Sergio's wanted me in his car ever since I called it a moped. He's been dying to show it off.
Hey, not bad for a moped, eh? Not bad. It even has a picture of itself right there.
Yes, Mopar moped. It's got a picture in case you forget what you're driving.
Now you remember when you're driving down the road that you look sexy. And I've never driven with my lights. I can't see what chat's saying.
It's JS said, or Ando said that we disqualified him earlier. Or we disqualified him earlier. JS said, did you know Sergio always trying to get you alone in his car? And Chance said, all right, I hope they don't stream that. Zero. He says, season's greetings from and happy Halloween, you guys. So I think the thing is, I don't think Jay is jealous about us going to the rally. I think he's jealous because he wanted to give you some road stuff.
He wanted to cuddle. He wanted to cuddle Dorito. He was, but no, he didn't want to drive. He was going to fly in and come stay with us in the hotel.
He wanted to play with your cheese puffs, your cheese balls.
We know Jay loves them some cheese balls. I've seen it firsthand, by the way.
I'm gonna, you know they got that cheese at the theater that you sprinkle, you can buy it at the store now that you sprinkle on the popcorn. I'm gonna buy some of that for Sergio just for Jaya.
It'd be like Salt Bay, like this. Sprinkling. Oh, God. Yeah, so from Portland, mind you, I live 2 hours from Portland. So I've already been on the road for hours. But I left, drove down to Portland, picked up Mr. Andazan, and from Portland, when I checked GPS, it was 9 hours and 8 minutes, of which we've already driven some of those, so it's probably closer to 8 hours and like 50 minutes or something like that. So leaving at approximately 10-ish p.m., I'm guessing we'll probably be there about 6 in the morning.
Jaya says he misses the cuddles.
Jay, I got all the cuddles for you, buddy. Remember, big spoon. Be the big spoon. Don't be the fork.
Spoon man, come together with your friend.
We're going to be getting together here soon with Jay. Actually, I've talked to him about that. There's some election day shenanigans plans going on. I need to tell you about it. I gotta double check with everybody involved, but I'm pretty sure you're good.
basically get to vote 3 times because my wife's just going to copy what I vote, and my daughter's just going to copy what she votes. So
I got 2 in my name. Like, I got a ballot 2 weeks ago, or more than 2 weeks ago. It was about a month ago. I got a ballot in the mail. It's in my trunk actually right now. And then my mom just let me know that my ballot showed up. So my mom's house is technically my house. My family lives there. Long story. But yeah, anyways, so I use that still as my main address. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got more because we still get a lot of mail from like the previous owners.
Well, here's the thing. I was wondering, like, why would they send? You hear all these stories about everybody getting multiple ballots.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Was my question. Like, what benefit does it have? Because if people try to vote twice, I'm sure they're going to be able to figure that out and throw the ballot out, one of them out or whatever. When I started thinking about it, I was like, oh shit. What ballot do I use to vote with? Do I use the most recent one, or do I use the original one that went out? And what if Oregon decides, oh, he used the wrong ballot, so it's disqualified, his vote doesn't count? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was the old ballot, that one was not valid, sorry, you should have used the new one, and then they can throw my vote out. So I think that might be kind of what their play is on that.
It's really hard to tell. I don't know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing. He said that it's the cuddles.
Miss the Cuddles. Yeah. It seems like we're streaming alright. It seems like she's staying alive and working. Let's see if I can give you guys a front view. I don't know what you'll see if I flip the camera around.
Want a frontal?
I'm gonna try. Oh, I had flipped it the right way. But I don't think you really see anything. I'll leave it there for a second. You can kind of see it or you can't. Well, you can kind of see the road.
Turn this off.
Oh yeah, you guys can kind of see the road there. You see what's going on, where we're cruising at, where we're at. Docks our location.
Yeah. We're far enough past dusk, so we shouldn't have any deer or anything jump in front of us.
No, that's when it happens. And Highway 58, the deer is going to be bad. We got to watch for them. Deer are nocturnal.
Yeah, but I thought it was more like you had to worry more like when the light changes.
No, that's just the reason they say that is because that's when they become active. So, being that they're nocturnal, they're out in the morning. Like
Yeah.
when I hunt, the best opportunity is first thing in the morning. So, if you're not out there at 3, 4 in the morning and getting into your spot, making sure your scent didn't get spread and all that kind of stuff, and what happens is they're up and they're moving around in the openings at night, and then of course the sun pops up and they start moving back to their beds, and they go sit down and they hide for almost the entire daytime.
Yeah.
And then right as the sun starts going down, they become active and they come out again, but they're out moving all night long. So it's funny because I'll go sit on a freaking I'll sit on
Candy bar?
No, I will not sit on a candy bar. I'll go sit on a clearing, on an opening.
You said whatchamacallit size.
Oh, gotcha. I'll sit on an opening, as the sun's going down. I'll be there for hours and hours waiting for a deer to pop out, and nothing will pop out. And then the sun shooting light ends, and we start packing up, getting ready to leave. And I'll break out my thermal scope that I have that shows me heat signatures, and I'll look out in that same clearing, and you'll see like 10 of them running around. And it's just like, God damn it, what the hell were they before? So especially right now that it's hunting season, and on top of that, Highway 58, middle of the night, my good friend, by the way, I
had any spammers. I had some guy, Walrus something. He came in and like he wanted to start arguing with me about the stuff going on, and I told him, I said, hey, you want to bring the evidence, you want to bring the facts, that's fine. I don't care who comes on my channel. If they want to have discussions and everything, bring it. But if you're just going to come in there with no evidence or anything to say this is what it is because that's what I believe, that doesn't fly with me. I'm an evidence person, so
I'm all about debating. You know, if somebody has a good debate and they've got facts, like you said, like I'm all for it.
I mean, he wanted to come in and his claim was that every night the police are starting him. Obviously, what we've seen on these streams every night, that's not true.
I'm trying to open it. It's gotta.
We're gonna get in a wreck with gummy bears.
Oh no, guys! Look out! We're swerving.
What caused the accident, sir?
Gummy bears and a chicken.
And then I would have to look up the song, the Gummy Bears song, to play that.
We weren't live streaming. We promise. We were definitely not driving down I-5 doing
It's
over the
hands-free.
speed limit.
It's hands-free live streaming.
Oh God! Don't do that. I have Tesla technology in my moped. It can drive for me. Oh, there's a cop. Stater.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn these lights off for a second because I know it's illegal. You're not supposed to drive with them on. I'll pop them back on in a second.
They're reading lights. You can have a reading light. I'm reading a book.
And the Oregon State Manual, it says that while you're driving, you're not to have the overhead lights on for more than a second.
Really?
Yeah. You can get in trouble. You can do it in the back. In the back! You did it from the back. Alright, what are the odds, guys? Anybody listening? Will Eric's show up to the Trump rally? I'm gonna say not very good odds.
Eric's won't be there.
I'm gonna say like 10,000 to 1.
I don't think any non-patriots will be down there from Portland.
I think Eric's is pregnant.
I asked her that.
Oh, you asked her?
I did. And I didn't get a response from her. I got a response from one of her mods that it was a stupid question because she was smoking and drinking, but I mean, it's RX. She's stupid as it is, so
She's not known for being intelligent.
yeah. So
She's known for commentary, if anything. But yeah. Good old,
but I don't think she has been out there for a while. And that just plays into the rumor. Like I said, even though she's smoking and stuff,
I mean, she could be planning on having an abortion, and honestly, they tell you that in the first 3 months, what you do isn't that big of a deal.
she might be out there tonight though. If Teebs is out there, because that's her boyfriend or sidekick or whatever.
Yeah, I've been seeing them doing podcasts together, but it's just strange because when Eric started, she was all sucked up and sickly looking and whatnot, and she has gone from that sucked up, almost like meth face,
She started getting viewers and everybody started making money, started to eat.
started eating food. Yeah, that could be. Could be, I don't know, guys, personally, but maybe when you suck dick from the back, maybe
Yeah, we saw that. Thank you very much.
What happened?
He said check Cash App.
Check my Cash App?
He sent you gas money.
Jay, you're freaking epic, brother, man. I can't thank you enough. I will check that here in just a second. I'm not seeing a notification pop up yet, but that doesn't mean it's not there. I'll take a peek at it. You, sir, are epic. Thank you so much for helping support this trip. Trump says thank you too. Yeah. Epic. You, sir, are amazing. Everybody, make sure to give JS some love for help and support. That's awesome. That'll go right into the gas tank.
He likes reach arounds. Trump can sit right here. He's riding a shotgun. Oh man, Jay, I don't know. I hope you can hear me. But thank you, seriously. I'm letting go of the steering wheel and getting dangerous just so I can do this real fast. Thank you. I guess I can drive with my leg. I used to do that all the time back in the day. Oh yeah.
But this road is really wiggly.
I would go get the road is wiggly.
It's like uneven, and my tires are like really wide, so it's like it's going in and out of the groove.
We gotta hold on because the road is wiggling.
It's wiggling, guys. I don't know if it's me or the drugs. No.
I used to do that because I would always like go to McDonald's and get like the 2 cheeseburgers because they're the cleanest things to eat pretty much, other than like chicken nuggets and stuff. And so I'd sit there and drive with my knees while I'm eating cheeseburgers and stuff.
I drive and eat all the time. It's amazing what you can do with one hand. You can ask Hannah's hand.
He's very good with his hands.
Oh.
White fluffy pillows.
Oh, that reminds me, I need energy. Make a big burger. It's my disinfectant for my anti-COVID disinfectant. Jackie, in one of those bags back there, you have me an energy drink, and I don't know if you saw it. They've got some new monster flavor, juiced flavors that I've never seen before, so I grabbed them so I could try them.
Yeah, I've seen
She's
the.
got headphones on, so she don't even hear me. Will you grab me an energy drink, one of the monsters? There's the 2 normal flavors that we normally get, but there's new flavors too. Grab one of the new ones so we can try it. Driving down the road review of the new Monster Juiced.
Just not by Sergio. That would be life shattering.
What are you talking about?
The reach around.
That would be the best. If it, I mean, not that I would, but I'm just saying, you know, it would be the best. You see, yes, that's a new flavor.
Yes, I haven't seen that one.
There's a bunch of new ones.
Papillon? 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 It's papillon. It's got pea in it.
Yes, yes. We're gonna figure out where the camera's at and make sure you guys got light at the same time.
17.
With butterflies?
I don't know.
We got a disabled vehicle with that.
It's 7.2 on IMDb, so it might be pretty good.
Decent movie.
It's got Henry Scherer, I don't know who that is. Lorenzo Semple Jr. and Donald Trump. I don't know who those people are. I think it's Italian. What else?
Yeah, it doesn't take much to get a high rating on a movie right now, though, because 2020, by the way.
It's French for butterfly.
Is that what it means?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it? Does it have the button where you can press?
Let me turn that up. Papillon.
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 Papi.
Oh.
It's the Papi monster. The Papillon.
Tu parles français?
Oui, oui.
Je parle français très peu.
Chica tu madre.
Y habla español un poquito. Pero yo hablo español.
Yo hablo todo el español, pero eso porque yo estoy fluente en español.
No entiendo.
Poco no. I am fluent in Spanish, but then again, I lived in Mexico City for 5 years, so, you know.
Love you, dudes. Safe travels. Enjoy the rally. Wish I could have come with you.
Yeah, much love to you, brother, man. Absolutely killing it and just being awesome. Oh, did you see I got my merch to you? I don't know if you're still there, but I don't know if you can see this. Yo, look at that. Now I just need a picture with the Tavor. I've got my hoodie on right now, too, and I've got my shirt on underneath it.
So I didn't get I feel for my life. JF fears for my life. The Hispanic is endangering my life.
The Hispanic is endangering my life.
Oh, now you want to be politically correct.
Oh. Latinos for Trump. That's the sign I'm going to be looking for when I go in tomorrow. They've got a Latino for Trump. I'm grabbing the sign. I'm grabbing it. Coburg. We're making some decent time. I think we're cruising along.
Yep. We've only got 7 hours left.
7 hours to Reno.
If we don't stop
Head
again
south on I-5 South.
and we have no delays, we should be there at 6 a.m.
Yeah, that guy didn't fill my tank up.
You know?
No, I've already got 3/4 tank. There's no way. Idiot. But we should have enough to make it Cape Falls. Let's see how many miles we got left here. But no, 372 miles. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You make it to California then.
Cape Falls is right on the border, basically. So, what is? Wait, wasn't this
Oh,
actually?
shit. You got the pizza combos? Yeah, you know it. They taste good, but they make your breath stink for like 3 days.
So, have you met a president?
Have I? No.
Ever seen or met a sitting president?
I haven't. I have, I did.
Is that a 5? Oh, look at he's got the weird light. Can I go dark on you guys?
No,
for
he
a
doesn't
minute?
have a light.
Yes, he's got a weird light on the side.
That's called a side mirror.
He doesn't have a pointer light?
No.
I thought he saw a pointer light.
That's a Chrysler. You can see the wings on the back of the Chrysler wing.
So sitting president. Sorry. Thank you.
So no, I did have lunch with Ralph Nader, and that guy, like, you guys see Biden, how out of it he is. Ralph Nader, like, seemed like he was clueless. Like, he seemed like somebody who they pulled out of a nursing home, and he didn't really have a clue of where he was at. And he was just like rambling stuff, and he didn't really seem like he comprehended anything. And sometimes I feel like that's what they do with these people. They're mentally unstable. They just grab them and say, "Here, we're going to make you our candidate."
Yeah. I have not ever met a sitting president or seen a sitting president, but I did meet Bill Clinton after he was president.
trick snack must have. Honey roasted peanuts, Slim Jims, pizza combos, those hot sausages. Oh, I got a hot sausage for them already.
We've got 2 hot sausages.
They sell next to Slim Jim, Reese's Pieces, Dr. Pepper, and Mountain Dew. And or Mountain Dew.
I mean, you guys haven't seen my snack bag yet, and the queen of snacking, Jackie, say hi. I think Jackie right there. So poke your head in. Sorry guys, I swear.
Stay within the lines.
There's Jackie. She says hi. She's the queen of snacking back there. She's the one that, show them your snacks. What kind of snacks you got? Show them a couple, what are you snacking on right now? Say it, what is it? She got some sour belts. Was that on beers?
Reese's Sticks?
Reese's Sticks and sour belts. That is our, that's what she's currently snacking on now, but we got a couple other bags full of snacks. I'm sure we have a couple things on Hudson's list there. So
We got the combos.
we are about to take the exit to Highway 58.
188, so we got like 3 more exits.
Yeah, so this thing is going to, the signal is going to cut out pretty fast.
So don't let SEAL Team fool you guys on his Clinton story. He actually used to service Clinton on Epstein Island when he was a kid.
Jesus Christ. No, that's definitely not what happened. And if you want to, if you have any inquiries about that, please get a hold of my attorney. I reclaim my time. But yeah, no, that's a true story. And the funny thing is I had a really crappy flip phone back then, and I recorded it. So if I can ever find the box in my house where I have my flip phone, I'll see if I can download that video and post it. It's really grainy and crappy, but you can tell what's going on. So they didn't like me asking him about it, if that was the hand he used on Monica.
A little bit of Monica in my life.
Head southeast on I-5 South.
We are. Your phone seems to think that we're off track. It keeps telling us to stay
my lifetime. And I've had a lot of presidents in my lifetime, but like each one of them kind of contributed a little bit for the country, I guess, in a way.
Even Obama?
Okay, not each one of them. Obama, I would say, had promise, but he didn't. I don't think he really was doing what he should have done for the country. All right, we stay on here for 86 miles.
Yes, I know from here it basically splits and we head south.
Yeah. So obviously I voted for Trump last time. I'm voting for him this time, and I'm not voting for him.
Whoa, this guy's like wasted.
He must be streaming. Or are you making him nervous? He spilled coffee on himself. He's got to pull over.
Did the road just split? Oh God,
He was pulling over.
he got over. Now he's back behind us. The road just merged, but I think he didn't. He probably thought it was a cop.
Yeah.
He pulled over like that
nervous.
all the time for me, and they never do it in my other vehicles.
Do your red and blues come on every once
And
in a while?
southeast on
Why is everybody
Oregon,
driving slow?
east toward Hidden Lane.
It smells like
It's-
burnt smoke here.
Yeah, it's still smoky.
Oh, this must be the area that burnt to the ground.
No, we're not there yet.
Something's on fire.
Well, I think the fires are still going. And then they've got the smoke from the fires in California, too. Are coming up this way. They said
That's
it.
right. God, I hope we don't run into any closures on this. I didn't see any road
No, I didn't
closures
see
on the
any.
GPS, so.
But,
Man, it stinks really bad of burnt.
yeah. It's probably a combination of California and then the fires that were out here. And some of them, I think, Beachy is still burning out here.
The Beachy fire is?
Yeah, it's like 50%, 56% contained or something like that. But
That's crazy with all the rain we just had.
Yeah.
But I've been watching some videos and stuff. I guess these fires basically start burning into the ground, like burn the trees and the roots down into the ground.
they smolder.
And they'll smolder down there, and then when the rain's gone, like sparks and embers will come back out of those holes and reignite things. And so it's really hard to stop fires.
Especially it gets hot, dries up.
I don't even know what the speed is here because it hasn't been a speed.
It is 55.
You sure? I thought there was a 45 mile per hour zone.
There might have been for the construction.
Huh.
But this tells me
And I
55.
know the cops through here are pretty thick, so we'll actually obey the speed limit through here.
Getting some fog now.
And on top of that, this is the part of this stretch of road, and then going down past Crater Lake. The Crater Lake area is where you'll see the most animals. I've had bear jump out on the road in front of me in this zone. I've had deer and elk jump out on the road. Like it's very, and this time of year with hunting, they're very on the move. They're freaked out. They're not in their normal areas. They're out. Can't see the line.
But yeah, Trump, like, he's not very, I don't think he's got a very professional, tactful demeanor to him. And I think that's been his downfall with everything. I think people would be more in support of, like, his policies and everything like that. I mean, obviously, liberals are liberals, but I think he would have more people in support of his policies and everything if his demeanor was better. But
I like his demeanor.
yeah,
That's why I voted. I like him because he's an asshole.
yeah.
I like that.
Well,
He's not a politician, and the whole
term of endearment. It means technically am.
Are you boomer?
I was born in the 70s.
Oh, wow. Well, to be a boomer. I would rather be a boomer than a millennial, I'll tell you that much, because my generation has really done some stupid shit. But, you know, that's just me.
I mean, I know Jay is probably referring to thinking that I was born in the 60s, but I'm not that old. But yeah, so I mean, like, and so that's just my thing, like with Trump, like.
Well, here, let me ask you this. When he did the North Korea thing, and he got up on the stage and he called him Rocket Man, did you like that, or did you not like that?
Personally, I thought it was funny, but I don't think somebody in that position should be like name calling. Like, you can be blunt and say, hey, we're not going to be taken advantage of by China, or we're going to get things straight with North Korea. We're not going to let them continue behaving the way they're behaving. But when you like Rocket Man and like even like the Sleepy Joe and stuff like that, it's fine with everybody doing that. But somebody in that position, I don't think they need to be saying those kind of things. I think to me, it kind of takes away from their professionalism. But as far as their policies, making America stronger, bringing the jobs back, changing all these trade agreements that are bad for the country, and basically running the presidency for the country and not to kiss every other country's butt. And that's the difference. Like, Obama won because he was black, and people had the black compassion there for that, and he had charisma. Honestly, I voted for Obama his first term. His second term...
Oh, really?
Yep, I did. His second term, I definitely did not vote for him on the second term. Bush, I think I voted for Bush on both of them. I know I didn't vote Democrat. And then Clinton, I actually voted for Clinton. Clinton had a plan...
during the primaries?
Bill Clinton, not Hillary.
Oh, you're
No,
gotcha.
definitely not Hillary. No, Bill Clinton, way back in the day. I actually voted for him because he had a plan like that he tried going that ended up getting broken up. But and that's one thing that's kind of crazy, because he had a plan with the welfare system where he wanted people to get off welfare. He was setting up a system to where people would only be on welfare for so long, and he squashed that.
Gotcha.
So it was kind of crazy with that, because they almost like flip-flopped on, like, but there's still a lot of stuff with Clinton that was very liberal, whatever. But what's happened over the past almost 16 years now is both parties have gotten so far, they have gone so extreme one side or the other.
Well, I don't think it's just Trump that's to blame there.
Oh, no.
I feel like Obama's 8 years.
That's why I said 16 years, or not 16, 12 years.
12 years, yeah. Hopefully 16. But, I mean, that's what did it. What happened was, under Obama basically said, fuck you conservatives, I'm doing things my way, screw you guys. And that's what started creating a lot of the division. And he started seeing the separation. And then, of course, Trump took over, and he's doing the exact same thing back to them that they did to us. And they don't like it. Just like we didn't like it, but now it's our turn. But it's causing more division. But, I mean, when it comes to voting, I voted for Bush both times. I wasn't into politics too much under. I remember feeling like Clinton was good for the economy and feeling like he did some good things or whatever, but I did not vote for him. I voted for him, but yeah, I didn't like Obama. And then when Trump came down the escalator, it's still on my Facebook that day, I said, Trump is running for president. You're damn right I'm voting Trump.
Yeah.
And I said that the day he came down the escalator, because when I went to jail for a little bit. When I was sitting in there, I read.
Hold on, Jaya, what year do you think I was born? He said he was born in '83, so I've got almost 2 decades on him. I don't know what. See,
It must be the white and the beard.
that's why I only have this. If I had all my other beard like I had, it's all gray.
See, Jaya and I are basically almost the same age.
You guys are like twins. I saw you guys at the beach house.
Yeah, it's just I'm the twin that doesn't like cheesy moves. I can honestly say I didn't eat a single cheesy move while I was there.
I was born in 1919, right?
1919.
Close.
Oh man.
No, I said I was born in the 70s. 77, to be exact.
Oh, I gotta remember to unplug my burn boxes and kill my battery from the car. That's what did the cop light thing earlier. I gotta remember to pull it out of the OBD port. It does all kinds of unlocking or whatever. But yeah, I guess that's FYI. But yeah, I personally like Trump in his I like his vulgarness. I like that he says shit and ass and fuck and damn. I like that he's not presidential. I like that there's somebody in there because before him, the whole time I remember asking, like, I wish we could just get somebody normal into the office for once. Just somebody who isn't part of these guys. Why you flashing your lights at me, dickhead? He flashed his lights first. I flashed back. Then he flashed again, and I flashed back, and then he freaking
They're flashing each other.
turn them on full time. They don't like my fog lights. Look how bright these fog lights are. They're on right now.
Head southeast on Oregon
Fog lights
480s.
off, fog lights on.
Continue for
So that's what they
75
probably
miles.
don't like, because when I put my bright lights on,
Uh-huh.
I'll wait for this car to go by. Here's my brights. Fogs.
Oh yeah, your fogs look like brights.
Brights are more narrow and directed, and then my fogs are just blown out and super bright.
Yeah, but I just think I think it overall I think it hurts Trump.
With the old ladies.
Yeah, and the more the conservatives that are more, I guess,
Born
sen-
from 1919.
yeah, sensitive, whatever. Yeah, people like me, you know. And
I mean, you get a lot of religious people who don't like that stuff, so I can
Yeah.
understand that. I guess that makes sense.
and so that's one thing that he needed to work on over the past 4 years, because he had the benefit in 2016 to be running against Hillary, and a lot of people that voted for Trump weren't voting for Trump, they were voting against Hillary, and he doesn't have that benefit. Like, yeah, there's a lot of people that are going to vote for him because they don't want Biden, but there's less hatred for Biden than there was for Hillary. And
See, I kind of look at it differently. I don't think that they voted against Hillary. I think they voted against the swamp. I feel like the establishment, like people were just tired of the same people, the same crooks, the same everything. I think they voted. I personally believe.
I think there were some like that.
I think the majority. I mean, I don't think it was just Hillary. Like there was some
Oh, no,
people who
no,
hated
no.
Hillary, but I think it was more of the swamp.
No, I wasn't saying just that was the only reason. Whatever. That was just that
I
played
feel
a big
like-
part of it.
And I feel like now Biden is part of that swamp.
Yeah.
And I think the same people who voted for Trump
Head
because they didn't like
southeast on
Hillary.
Oregon 58 east towards South Pioneer
I think
Street.
they're doing it. I think they're going to do the exact same thing because they don't want the swamp. They don't want swampy people. So that guy flashes lights at me too. I turned my fog lights off and he got mad. I'm sorry, I'll leave them on next time. Douche. But yeah, no, I think I've heard that before. I've heard people say that they think that there was a lot of people who hated Hillary, and this time not as many people hate Biden.
Yeah.
But I guess where I look at it from is I think that it wasn't so much a did the whole freaking white entrepreneur or black entrepreneurs are just as smart as black entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Like, remember when he did the whole the black poor kids are just as smart as white kids, or what?
Or no, he said poor kids deserve just as much of a chance as white kids.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
He did the same exact thing, but he did it with entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And then same exact thing.
Yeah.
It's like oh my god, how do you not learn? And yeah, I saw he did the Senate where he was running for Senate again. What was it? What was the one you were gonna say?
He also had one where when he was trying to connect with the Latinos, he said that Latinos have a lot of diversity in their culture, whereas a lot more, whereas blacks don't have any.
Holy shit, dude! Like, I don't understand. Like, they keep this guy trapped in this freaking basement bunker all the time. He barely gets out, but when he does, it's just a disaster. Like, it would be one thing if he said something and then he would immediately backtrack and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke." But no, he just keeps rolling with it. He just like.
So I got a cool fact for you. So the market, when Obama was in office for 8 years, and the market went up by 9,000 points when he was in office for 8 years. Trump has been in office less than 4 years, almost 4 years now. He has fought the Stormy Daniels thing. He has fought the Mueller report. There's
Chalupa, you made it, brother man.
he has fought
We're about to lose signal.
the impeachment, and now COVID. He's fought all these things, and the market is still up over 10,000 points than when he was first elected. So he in less than 4 years, fighting all this stuff, fighting the Democrats the whole time, he still has a higher increase in the market than Obama did.
Housing is about where for 9,000 point increase. He took over at the very bottom of a recession. The man could have sat underneath his desk with a butt plug in, and the market still would have rebounded,
Yeah.
because it's America. It's going to come back from a recession. That's
Yeah.
just what happens. So he's not responsible for any of that. Like, Trump took over. They say they had a booming market and booming all this stuff. Okay, if Trump took over, then it should have been really hard for him to get it to go higher.
It should have started leveling out and been kind of steady, but instead it kept going with 4 years, and it's still again more 10,000 more than what it was the 8 years prior.
What did he say?
Just got back from the bar.
Oh, I was wondering where you're at. You normally pop in around 10-ish, but that makes sense. We're going to lose signal going up this mountain right now. We are on Highway 58. We left I-5 a little bit ago, and we are headed towards Oak Ridge. Ultimate destination, Reno, Carson City, Nevada. We're going to go see Trump. As you can see, Andazant is here, rolling with us. Doing the car stream. I can see signal is starting to cut out, so I don't know how long we'll be on here, but you can go back and watch once we get off of here, or once the signal dies. And then with the legend himself, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Oh yeah, Mr. Trump, we're coming for you.
What's this Carter? He must think you're a cop too.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks you're a cop, and you're not even in an interceptor.
Well, they're usually in Chargers, and I've got the Challenger, but in the headlights, it looks like a cop.
Yeah.
So people always pull off for me to get out of the way. Could that be a cop?
That could be, because I see something on the back.
Reflectors on the back of
Yeah,
some sort.
that could be. It almost looks like stick, but that doesn't look like a cop car though.
Why is he slowing down?
I don't know.
What are you doing, dude?
Because that looks like a Kia or something like that.
I think I'm gonna have to pass this guy. I don't think that's a cop, but he keeps on
No.
hitting brakes. He's scarred.
I can't read what it says on the back.
I don't think it's a cop. He's got regular
Be
plates.
safe.
Oh, it's always my halfway point when I'm going to Vegas.